Hello everyone, how's it going? Trying out a different kind of intro today. I figured I'd try recording myself for this one, so here we are. Not gonna lie, it feels like I should be doing like a tutorial or something, but let's roll with it. Today I wanted to show you the character designs I came up with for my story, Chaotic Shenanigans. Though honestly, part of me feels like that name might need to change down the line, but let's keep it for now. If you've seen my previous video where I introduced Jason, or Dre for short, you're already familiar with a bit of the story. And this time, I'm gonna be introducing his bandmates, Ethan, Liam, and Aiden. Oh, and by the way, this is like the first time I've ever done full drawings in Procreate. This is the first time I've ever done full drawings in Procreate, so I'll share my thoughts on the app as we go, kinda like a mini review or something like that. Yeah, but anyway, let's start with Ethan. I'm probably never gonna do this type of intro ever again.
For Ethan, I think I'd say he's a pretty chill guy who low-key doesn't care about anything, but he's got this like strong love for his friends. I think he's also what you might call a gentle giant because he's 6'2" and somehow manages to be both introverted and extroverted, just like me. Cause like sometimes he just wants to keep to himself, but then other times he's the life of the party, just like me. So like when I was done with Ethan's drawing, I showed it to my mom and I was like, this is my character. His parents are from the UK, but like he was born and raised in like the US and America. And she was like, what? The characters you draw have backstories and like have lives and whatnot? And I was like, yeah, they do. And she was like kind of surprised. And my mom loves British accents, so I'm sure from here you can guess who her favorite character is, right? To give you a hint, his name starts with E. Okay, let's talk about the look I gave him. For Ethan's design, I had this picture in my head almost like right away. I started sketching body types, and as soon as I hit on this one, I knew it was his. He is the bassist, which I think totally fits his vibe. Bass guitars are low-key but add so much depth, just like him. And because he's into marine life, I added a shark necklace. You probably guessed his favorite animal from there, right? To be honest, that shark necklace was kinda last minute. I just thought, okay, let me just add something to him to make him more, unique, special or something. And I was like, let me just search for like an ocean themed necklace, and I saw a shark necklace and I was like, oh, this suits him so much. Style wise, he's got a throwback to the 2000s with baggy clothes and sneakers and whatnot, and I think that era suits his laid back energy really well. Plus, he's got this bass guitar strapped to his back, and not to show off, but just cause he genuinely loves it that much. Oh, and fun fact, Ethan doesn't go to the same university as the rest of the band, since those are for ghouls only, and he's human. I think that about wraps it up for Ethan. Let me know what you think of his design and what stood out to you the most. We're on to Liam. Liam is the quiet one in the band, and I think we all know that the quiet guys are often the most unpredictable once you really know them. That's literally Liam. He's reserved around most people, but with his friends, he's like this wild, playful spirit, which I kinda captured in the bonus illustration. He is about 5'7", which yes, is taller than me, but compared to the rest of the band, he's like the shortest. He's like the little baby. But that's only because the others are ridiculously tall. I mean, Ethan's over 6 feet.
Wow.
So, Liam's the band's keyboardist, but since not every song needs keyboards, he jumps in on the synthesizer or other background instruments because he just loves adding those like subtle touches that make the music richer and more like layered. For his look or his style, I took inspiration from e-boy style, from the e-boy style. But he's not exactly an e-boy. It's more like he's got those like edgy vibes going on, like chains on his hip, a little bit of an edge. That's like totally him. I even planned to give him bracelets, but in the reference drawing, I kind of forgot. I got too lazy to add them like last minute. But trust me, he officially has bracelets. So when I drew in my sketchbook, I drew 3 body types, and his body type was the one in the middle, which just felt right for his character. I had a clear vision for what I wanted him to look like, and I just followed where the sketch took me. Fun fact about Liam, he hates olives. Like serious passion against olives. Like oh my god, like he hates olives. And since he's a ghost, he's got a cool ability. He can be seen and felt at will. So he can make himself invisible or solid enough to interact with people and objects. Though his default is being visible and tangible, which means he can actually eat regular food if he wants to. Just not olives.
For some reason, the more characters I drew, the more I loved them. Like, look at Liam's shoes! Damn! And when I drew his face, I was like so in love. I was like, oh my god, do I love him more than Ethan? I don't think so.
That's about it for Liam. Let me know in the comments what you think of his design and if there's anything you find interesting about him.
Now it is time for my boy Aiden. Yeah. Hey. Aiden, he's one of the most extroverted members of the band, kinda like Dre. So like he brings a lot of energy to the group. Standing at 6 feet tall,
wow.
He's got that confident presence, which fits perfectly as the lead guitarist. Aiden's style wasn't really inspired by any specific aesthetic. I just had this image of him with a beanie and a sleeveless turtleneck, and that became his signature look. Like sometimes you just know when a style works for your character, you know what I mean? I ended up using the first body type I sketched out for him, and it just felt right for his vibe. He's solid but not overly bulky, with that relaxed, approachable look that reflects his easygoing personality, kinda.
I mean, it's kinda confusing. He's extroverted, but he's also kinda easygoing. He's not an ambivert though. For some reason, Aiden's design took the least amount of time, and I think I forgot a lot of things, like rendering wise, but I think he turned out great either way. My brother complained about Aiden, saying that he doesn't have black boy hair because his hair was coming out of his beanie, and I was like, wait, are you saying black boys can't have long hair? I don't really know what he meant. I don't know what he was complaining about. Fun fact about Aiden, he loves cats. I know, it's kind of funny, especially for a werewolf, considering wolves and cats don't typically mix, but he's got a soft spot for them, and I think it kind of adds a fun twist to his character. And he doesn't like taking pictures. Yeah, like he's I guess most of the times he's kind of that awkward guy in the photos or something like that, but he can look good in a photo, like don't get me wrong. That's all for Aiden. I'd love to hear your thoughts on his design, so drop a comment if you have any favorite details about him.
One more thing I forgot to mention, Aiden is 6 foot minus the ears, minus the length that his ears add to his head. If we counted the ears, I don't know, would it be like 6'3"? I don't know, like... Anyway, I had tried to give the characters backgrounds that were different colors from the colors that they had, so that I can pop them into Ibis Paint and I can just easily remove the background. I don't know, I feel more like
comfortable making and adding the backgrounds in Ibis Paint than I would in Procreate. So yeah, so Procreate for me wasn't that like, okay, it took me a bit of time to get used to it because I was so used to the Ibis Paint interface, and this app is like for professionals, and it's like, oh, what am I doing? Yeah, it took some time, but I learned, and it's very good. I kind of see why it gets like a lot of hype, and I see why it's so damn expensive. But I didn't know how to add text and whatnot in Procreate, so I just decided to do that in Ibis Paint. And the background colors are actually their favorite colors. So Aiden green, Ethan blue. Is that like a slate blue? Something like that. And Liam is like a purple violet color, something like that. Can you guys tell me who your favorite character is from these three? Because honestly, like for me, it's kind of hard to choose because I made them all, so I love them all equally. You know, like they're like my kids. They basically are my kids, and I love them all equally, so it's kind of hard to choose. But if I'm gonna be kind of biased, okay, I honestly don't know. I think I'm kind of bad with background, so I just did a swoop in the background, and I was like, yeah, that's enough. Though I feel like this didn't need like a super detailed background or like a pattern or something, so I feel like it's just fine. I kind of just like it like that, you know, like more simple. It was when I was doing the background thingies that I realized that Ethan is a chunky boy compared to his friends. Like, guys, Ethan is like, oh my god. But it's okay, that's kind of the vibe I was going for, and I like him like that. I don't know why, I like drawing chunky boys.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the king.
Trying to get this clip from the iPad has been kind of tricky, so I think I'll record it instead. So for the illustration, I had the idea that like all of them should have their like tongue sticking out, so like, you know, a group photo, you know, the same vibe and everything. And then when I drew Ethan stick his tongue out, I did not like it at all. So I scrapped that, and I was like, okay, maybe Liam should be the only one doing that. And then the rest could just do their own thing, like Dre hanging upside down because he can and because he wants to. And for some reason, drawing Aiden in this side view was kind of weird. Drawing Aiden in any other view apart from the front has kind of been weird for me. And I don't understand why. But most of the time, I can't even draw the same character looking the same. Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to draw, especially Jason. Every time I draw Jason, he looks completely different in every drawing that I do of him, which is kind of annoying, but And I kind of don't want Aiden to just always have this smug smile in every drawing I do of him, because he has other expressions, obviously. But for some reason, yeah, drawing Aiden is kind of hard, not gonna lie. Like, it's kind of weird. But I found myself staring at Ethan for a very long time, staring at the reference image I made of him, and I was like, I'm actually a good character designer. And then I was done with the bonus illustration. I had no motivation to do this at all. But then I told myself, you can't keep thinking of art ideas only for you to not draw them. Like, just do it. Just draw it. And I gave myself a deadline. And then I completed it before the deadline. And I was like, yay, I did it! But please comment what you like about the bonus illustration and the other drawings I did in this video. And then I edited it to look like a Polaroid picture, because that was the plan I was going with. Like this whole time I was thinking, okay, this illustration should look like a Polaroid picture, and I think I kinda did that. I'm kinda not there though, but I still love it. I still like the way it came out. Yeah, I kinda dig it, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video to the end. I love you so much. Thank you. And I hope to see you in my next video. I'm so sorry this video is like so late. I've been teasing this video since late October, and now this is December. I was supposed to release this video a long time ago, but I don't know. I guess I kind of got caught up with other things, and I kind of didn't have time to do the voiceover. But I'm finally done, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much. Bye.